I'm Taylor.
And I'm Christian.
And we are TK2L DC News.
Today we have the opportunity to interview Mr. Vincent Irving here at the Truth Initiative. So, can you tell us what you do here at the Truth Initiative?
Yeah, so here at Truth Initiative, I am what you call a youth activism manager. I have the opportunity of finding the millions and millions of youth out there in the nation who see tobacco as an issue in their community. Either their families are impacted by it or they see their friends being impacted by it. So I go out and find them, and when I find them, I give them knowledge about tobacco and I help them figure out how can they take this issue that they see in their community and solve the problem, help their families not use tobacco, help their friends not start using tobacco.
So what exactly is the Truth Initiative?
So Truth Initiative is one of the largest public health organizations in the nation that solely focuses on tobacco. Our goal is to help end tobacco usage among youth and young adults across the country.
So how many teenagers do you think smoke cigarettes in the United States or use tobacco in the United States?
It's funny because when our Truth campaign started in 2000, there were a really large number of teens who were using tobacco. Back then it was around 23%, and today, as of yesterday, we actually got a new report and found out that youth smoking has gone all the way down to 6%, the lowest it's ever been.
Well, thank you. Do you think teenage smoking causes kids to act bad or the way they do?
Well, we know that youth should not be using tobacco. It's illegal for youth to use tobacco. If you're under the age of 18, if you're under the age of 21 in some areas, it's illegal for you to use tobacco. And if a youth is using it, then obviously they're breaking the law, and that's not something that they should be doing. But you know, we try to encourage youth to make wise decisions. We try to encourage youth to engage their friends in making wise decisions by not using tobacco and not encouraging their family or their friends to use tobacco.
So is it true that video games cause teenagers to start smoking?
You know, when we look at tobacco and how it is infused into our culture, sometimes it becomes normal for us to see these things. So if we're playing video games all the time, like when I was growing up, I loved playing video games every day. And if I saw tobacco in video games that I played every day, then it would begin to encourage me to think, oh, well, maybe this is normal for someone my age to use. So if I'm seeing it in my games, if I'm seeing it in my movies, then it becomes normal to me and I might begin to try to use it myself. So what we try to do is educate people that tobacco should not be in games that are rated teen, because teens aren't allowed to use tobacco. So we want them to not be in games that are rated teens. We want them not to be in movies that are rated PG or PG-13. Instead, you know, let's try to keep tobacco out of the games.
Do you think most teenagers continue to smoke until they're adults?
You know, there are a good amount of youth who they begin using tobacco at a very young age, and it can trickle over into their adulthood. But we try to make sure that there are programs in place. We try to make sure that there are their peers encouraging them to quit using tobacco as they get older and they learn a little bit more about it and they realize the impact that it can have on their life. There's one guy that I know who grew up in Florida, and he started when he was 12 years old, and by the time he got into college and was like 21, he actually developed cancer in the mouth. And he was a baseball player. He was using smokeless tobacco, and he ended up having to get surgery, and they had to cut out literally half of his face just to get the cancer out of his mouth. Then the cancer grew back again, and he had to go and get surgery again. So we want to make sure that we're supporting those who do use tobacco. We're not pushing them down. We're not telling them that they're bad people. But instead, hey, we know you're addicted to this. I want to help you quit. I want to help you not be addicted. So I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to give you all the facts about it. I'm going to send you to people that can help you quit. And I'm just going to be your friend so that you don't stay addicted as you get older and older in life.
So do you know if most teenagers who smoke get cancer easily since they started so young?
Well, we do know that the earlier you start, you increase the chances of you developing some type of tobacco-related disease, which includes cancer. But the good thing is, as soon as you quit, your body begins to heal itself. So if someone has been smoking for 2-3 years or 10 years, we want them to quit as soon as possible so that the body can begin to heal.
So what can we do to help the world, help spread the word about teenage smoking?
Yeah, so exactly what you all are doing right now. You're here, you're getting the information, and you're going to put it out there on your social platforms and help others learn about this issue, which is great and which is what we wish all of our youth activists would do across the country. So keep doing this type of work, keep getting more information out there. But also, if youth want to get connected with our Truth campaign, which I'm sure they've seen a lot of the commercials on TV before, they can text the word activate to the number 69866. So activate to 69866. And they can also follow us on social media at Truth Orange. On YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you can find us everywhere. Just search for @TruthOrange.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow us on our social media at TK2L DC News, and our Instagram is TK2L DC News 3. Bye.
Oh, I have something to add. Don't forget to subscribe to them on YouTube and like all of their photos on Instagram and all that stuff, which will be in the description below. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That was a blooper when your phone fell.
Stop.
A little bit too much.
You have any more questions or anything?
It's a little bit too much.
Oh, you guys have to take a picture.
Yeah, what grade are you all in?
I'm in the 7th grade.
7th
I'm
grade.
in the 6th grade.
6th grade. Wow, nice. And you all want to be journalists. Excellent. Excellent. My fiance, she wanted to be a journalist, and then she decided to be a teacher. Either way, she likes to talk. So
Teachers rock.
excellent. So yeah, and I like being in front of the camera. So I don't like being the ones asking the questions though. I can answer them.
So when did you start?
Start here. So I'll tell you when I started working on tobacco. In 11th grade in high school is when I started working on tobacco in Tallahassee, Florida. And it was with the Students Working Against Tobacco program. As a student, my guidance counselor called me and some of my friends up to the office, and she was like, "Hey, we want you all to go to this tobacco training." And we're like, "Tobacco training? I don't want to go to that." And she was like, "Oh, but you get to ride in the limo." So I was like, "Oh, okay, we're going then." Free limo ride. Fell in love with it. And I went to a school that a lot of people thought very negative of. When they heard my school name, they thought of gangs. But me going to the school, that's the complete opposite of what I experienced. I went to there was an IB program there at my school. There were a lot of different activities that you can get involved in, but people in the community didn't know that. So I decided to take tobacco as that issue that was going to shine a positive light on our school and help people see the good things that came out of it. So we did a lot of events at our school. We invited a lot of people to come speak at our school. And every single time we did something, we invited the media so that the people in the community could begin to see the positive work we were doing versus just the negative things that happened every now and then. So after that, I graduated high school. I was laying in bed watching Family Guy and got a text message from someone, and they asked me if I wanted to be the Students Working Against Tobacco coordinator, and I had no clue who the person was. So I was like, sure, who is this? So that's how I got my first job, was through a text. And ever since then, I've been working on this issue. I absolutely love working with youth. Everyone in my family are teachers. I'm literally the only person not teaching in the classroom. And I enjoy it because I'm not stuck to just one room and one small group of youth, but I literally get to work with youth all across the country. Learn a lot about them. They get to learn a lot about this issue, and I help them bring their ideas of solving this issue to life, which is really empowering for me and them.
Thank you.
No problem. All right.
But the thing is, she likes hard news. I don't.
Yeah, she likes
sports
sports
and
and
entertainment.
all that.
Well, it's good to have a balance.
So
All
that's why
news
we
is good
created
news,
this.
right? Cool, excellent. I'm proud of you all. You all are doing great work.
Thank you. So are you.
Thanks. Thanks. So, did you all get to see the building?
Vans, where we designed a pair of shoes that actually sold in stores, by Van Journeys. And the artist that designed the shoes was he's a street artist named Kevin Lyons. And he kind of draws these like weird little guys. The shoes are all black and white, but when he came in here, he did them in color and made this awesome mural for us. It turned out amazing. So he does, this is like the style of art he does, and it was really cool that he was able to come in, and he spent 2 full days painting this. This was just a blank white wall to begin with, and now this giant mural. It was really cool to see it come together, and on the Truth Initiative YouTube page, you can actually find a time lapse of him. He starts out pencil, and then the marker, and paint, and it just builds and builds and builds. It's really cool to see.
So you all have to make sure you go get the shoes.
It's like the back here, it's got the fact that inspired the design. So like same with all the shirts that have a design on the front, but if you look on the tag, it's got the fact that inspired that design.
Cool.